Greetings, friends! I'm back with another top 10, and this time it's Coldplay music videos. These are my personal favorites. Although, it's really challenging to narrow down into a top 10. Many of these videos are of equal quality, and so it's so hard, and they have so many of them these days. But anyway, I've managed to pick 10 of my favorites and a certain number of honorable mentions, and that's what I'm going to present to you today. So let's start from 10 and count our way down. Number 10, Viva Vida, Anton Corbijn version. Who doesn't love Chris dressed up as a sad king, wandering around the Netherlands with the Delacroix painting until the rest of the band join him at the beach? This one in particular follows a noticeable pattern in a handful of Coldplay videos, by the way, in which Chris wanders around on his own until he finds the band and seemingly at that point becomes complete. Do you think it means something? Do you think it means something that there are so many of these videos? I mean, it's not every Coldplay video, but there are quite a few. Anyway, this definitely follows in that pattern. Chris is wandering around by himself, sad and alone. And then at the end, the band come in. This is, I guess, a rare one where the band join him rather than him joining the band. But still, they come in and then everything's great at the end. How fun. My favorite moment of this video is Chris standing over that model town. I just love that shot. The shot of him with the boombox is also pretty great too. But I think that first one is my favorite moment of this video. Number 9, Magic. Now, I find that Coldplay's black and white videos rarely disappoint, and Magic is no exception to that. I love Chris playing both the protagonist and the antagonist, especially the evil one he's wearing the little round glasses and the mustache and the top hat. It's just incredible. And I mean, I feel as a Coldplay fan, at least, I feel it's pretty obvious that they're both him, but I think he does a great job giving each of those characters different personalities. And it's just so funny to me. I also really like the extended version of the video that I think it's available on the Live 2014 Ghost Stories DVD, I think. And that just has like a little bit added to the beginning. What I don't love is the color behind the scenes photos, the one where they have the knife in Chris. That's scary to look at. Don't look at that picture. But yeah, Magic has a great little story to it, and like I said, Chris playing both characters, amazing. Which brings me to my favorite moment, which is the confrontation at the end when Chris is lifting his evil self into the air. But my absolute favorite part of that is that he just does this little flick with his hands to fling completely into space. I love that so much. Number 8, Clocks. I don't know what it is about this video. It's simple, but it's so beautifully lit in many parts and very nicely shot that I couldn't keep it out of my top 10. I don't know what it is. It's not like a lot of the other videos in this list will have stories to them, and that's what I really like, is the story behind it or something that makes me think. I don't know what it is about this video, but I love it. It's so beautiful. It suits the song so well. I can't picture having a different video for Clocks. Somehow this one just makes sense. I don't know. Just something about it. And I mean, like I said, it is very, very beautiful, especially all of the shots with the blue lighting. That's really my favorite. The red looks kind of scary a little bit, it's very harsh, but the blue lighting, oh, it's stunning. And all of those shots have like a magical quality to them. And that's probably why my favorite moment of the clocks video is Will taking a little sip of his water bottle. And there's a shot in between that's like a wide shot of the stage. And then really my favorite shot is the water bottle flying through the air. Oh, with the blue lighting, it's like so like crystalline. Is that the word I'm looking for? Yeah, it's like crystalline flying through this water flying through the air. Now, is it a waste of water? Sure. But does it look great? Yes. And it's my favorite moment of this video, number 8 clocks. Number 7, Paradise. Yes, Paradise. Elephant Chris running away to join Elephant Johnny, Elephant Guy, Elephant Will. So, do you see what I mean about the theme of Chris finding the band? This is definitely another one of those videos. And interestingly, pretty sure that this was the first time Coldplay gave a music video opening titles, which is now something that they do a lot more frequently. This was the first instance of that, which is kind of cool. It gives it a more cinematic feel, you know, and especially for a video like Paradise, where there really is a strong story that is coming through. The video has a plot to it, you know? And so I think that's fun. Paradise is really just a fun video all around. There's so many great little moments that happen, especially with, you know, playing with like the elephant trunk. Like I can immediately picture the trunk sticking out of the suitcase, and then also on the plane, him trying to sneak the peanuts off the floor. So there's so many great little moments, and one of the things that I've always loved most about this video is Chris on the unicycle. So of course my favorite moment from the Paradise video is Chris actually taking off the elephant head and going so that everyone can know, yes, actually that's really Chris Martin riding a unicycle in an elephant suit. Didn't believe it? Well, now you kind of have to. Number 6. Hurts Like Heaven. If you know me, you know how much the Milo Xyloto era means to me. So it's not shocking that this video, which really kicked off the story of the Milo Xyloto comics, has made my list right after another Milo Xyloto video. But the reason why Hurts Like Heaven makes my list is because while most of the animation in the video is pretty simple, really just like static images that are being moved across, there are some really incredible shots that use a combination of the 3D with the 2D aesthetic, which is a style that I also really, really love. So that's why this video in particular has made my list. Just very aesthetically pleasing, on top of being the beginning of this really great story of Milo Xyloto. And my favorite moment, which is one of these shots that I'm mentioning, is the silencers chasing the car kids down the side of a building. The first time that I saw this video, I was just in awe of that style. I love it so much, and that shot in particular, I think, is amazing. It sets the whole tone, and it just really captures everything. I don't know how else to describe it. It's just great. It's just great. I love this video. Number 5, Trouble, but the second version. Now, don't get me wrong. I love the original Trouble video. Is it weird? Sure. Do I understand it? No. But I do love that video. However, I had to pick the second version because it's been so much more impactful on me. I mean, yeah, there's animation, so of course. Maybe I'm biased, but I'm definitely right. But just overall, the tone of this video, I think, fits with the song so well. And Trouble is often my favorite song off of Parachutes. It alternates with Spies. Trouble itself is such a beautiful and sad song, And this second version of the music video matches the tone of that very well. The video has this surreal setting. It's like you can kind of understand where the video's set. It's a really beautiful place, but there's something that's wrong. There's something that's off about it. And I don't just mean the fact that they've taken videos of the band as planes and put them into a 3D space. Yes, of course, the style of it enhances that too. But just something about the mood of it overall. It's just very fitting for the song. Do I understand this video either? No, not really. Maybe someday I'll try to really understand the message of this video. Maybe someday I'll sit down and try to make my own video dissecting it. But it definitely gives me very strong feelings when I watch it, even if I can't quite place what it all means. It just really resonates with me. So that's why I've picked this video for my list. My favorite moment of this Hear Trouble video is when there's a tiny little bird that suddenly becomes the giant bird, and then the giant bird flies out over the whole land and starts to like break, disintegrate. I don't know. I love that shot so much. It's like very dark. I mean, like literally dark, but also just feels really existential. I really need to sit down with this video and talk and work through it. It's like something breaking so that new things can grow. Is that actually what happens in the video? I don't know. It's like with ghost stories, I guess. This is a really hard one to explain, but I hope you can understand what I mean. This video gets me. Like, gets to me. And that's why I've placed it at number 5 in my list. Also, that freaking creepy horse gives me nightmares. Number 4, Strawberry Swing. One of Coldplay's most technically impressive videos, in my opinion, because stop motion animation is challenging enough, but to add in chalk drawings and a human being working with all of that. I mean, big props to Shinola for this one. It was amazing work in the end. A lot of work, but I think it paid off. There's so much to love about this video. Come on. It's another really cute little story. Chris's outfit is amazing. His superhero outfit. All of the little creatures in the drawings, the squirrel. I'm just like, what's not to love about this video? It's just, of course it's in my top 10. Of course it's in my top 5. It's fantastic. One specific moment I would like to pinpoint. I mean, there are a lot of great moments in this video, of course. Another shout out to Inside the Fish and Tiptoeing Chris. But for my favorite moment of this video, I have to go with Chris's flying handstand. Another impressive feat, because I feel like no one has ever talked about this enough. This man did a handstand for many, I don't know how many frames it is. I'll count it and put it up on the screen. But these are individual images taken over time. Look at the background changing. They had to erase all of that and redraw it. Chris had to keep going back in there and doing handstands for this many frames. What? I can't even do one handstand. So props to Shinola, props to Chris. This video had to have been so much work. Like I said, it was worth it in the end. Number 3, My Universe. I know what you're thinking, okay? It's not just the return of the silencers that draws me to this video, but it is the sci-fi stuff. And the 3 separate environments that they have for each of the bands, Coldplay, BTS, and Supernova 7, and DJ La Freak's ship, they all feel so unique to one another, but they feel so complete. They feel like complete environments, and they've been blended together so amazingly in this one video. All of the holograms and the transitions between them and between the environments are just astonishing to me. They look so incredible. This had to have been such a high budget video, probably the highest budget Coldplay video, but also, in my opinion, the best combination of live action and CG that I've seen in any of Coldplay's videos. Yes, even Up and Up. I'm saying it. I'm saying it. And they also have some really awesome practical effects in there with the costumes for Supernova 7. I mean, for some of the characters anyway. Some of them obviously are entirely CG, but it's just a whole blend of so much awesome production stuff together. And that's one of the things that I really love about this video, aside from the story of it and the return of the silencers, which is very exciting. Don't get me wrong. That is very, very exciting. But overall, just like, yeah, I think you can't deny that this video, they put a lot of effort into it. And for me, again, it paid off. I also was really impressed with Chris in this video. So my favorite moment of the video is when the silencers come, everything gets shut off. And when the camera's on Coldplay, the lights go out. And you can see the change on Chris's face as he's realizing what's happening, and he looks up to where the silencers are in the sky. And I love that moment. I think it's such a great acting moment from Chris. You know, he's not an actor, but he can act. He's actually pretty good at it sometimes. So that's my favorite moment. But there's, it's just so much to love in this video. Number 2. God put a smile upon your face. This is a very underrated video, a very underappreciated video. It's another classic black and white Coldplay video, of course. It has, again, an interesting story. This is what draws me to the Coldplay videos mostly, is the stories behind them, and then also the cinematography and such. But this is a very interesting, unique? Well, we'll see. But a story about this man who disappears. Ooh. It's like another. So this, along with the Trouble video, is like, do I fully understand what's happening? But I kind of get it. And I definitely get it on like subconscious level. So is this just, I guess, another story of a probably ruthless businessman reaping what he sowed in his life, and just another way to show you that no matter what we do in life, none of us matters more than anyone else, and one day we'll all just disappear. I think that's what it's saying. Also, is this shoeless man foretelling the fate of Chris Martin? Very interesting. There's also some really cool shots of the band spread throughout. So, like, my favorite moment in this video is the one shot of the band in diagonal. Oh, very cool, very cool. But I also really like when the main character who's disappearing goes into his meeting with these other guys, and the one guy's holding his hand out to shake, and then he gets blown off, and he just does this, like, I don't know, he flings his arms about in some kind of way. And I've always it seems very coordinated, and I can't figure out how to be that coordinated. But yeah, also, wow. Everything else about this video feels timeless except for that one guy's hairstyle that just screams early 2000s. Everything else this could be set any moment in time, but that one haircut, just breaks the whole thing. Honorable mentions. A brief word before naming the songs. I decided to make my honorable mentions list 10 videos long. It's okay to have the same number of honorable mentions as in the main list, right? Is that how that works? I guess you get a top 20 for free. But these honorable mentions are not in any order of preference. They're just chronological. All right, so here you go. Bigger, Stronger. Don't Panic. The Hardest Part. Lovers in Japan. Life in Technicolor 2. Christmas Lights. Every Teardrop is a Waterfall. Up and Up, Daddy, Trouble in Town. Number 1, Talk. Do you want to know what I love about the video Talk? I'll tell you. What's not to love, huh? It's Coldplay in space with a giant robot. Come on. And yes, it's another black and white Coldplay video. And yes, another sci-fi video. And yes, my top 10 begins and ends with Anton Corbijn. I have no shame and I have no regrets. Okay, fun fact. This video was released shortly before I came into possession of my first Coldplay CD, X and Y, of course, on Christmas of 2005. And as I was becoming deeper entwined with the online fandom, RIP, Coldplay.com message boards, I remember keeping track of the Talk video on VH1's Top 20 Countdown. Good times. So we've got another interesting style thing happening with this video in the anaglyphic style, which is the red and cyan offsets you see, which used to create 3D images viewable with the old school 3D glasses, which is what the band have in this video. That style is just really, really cool, in my opinion. And this video also features one of my favorite things, which is evil Coldplay. They come to this planet and just steal a freaking robot's knob? How rude. It's no wonder they get eaten at the end. They deserve it. They really do. It's like they just... what? What? They just come in, they're just like, oh, this is mine. Oh, but when that when that robot wakes up and then Chris is just like, oops. And actually, although I love this Coldplay fact of them being canonically eaten by a robot, and then the best part is the robot just casually walking off after and whistling. Okay, love that. But my actual favorite moment of the video, probably, if I have to pick one, is when the robot sits up, the shot of the robot sitting up, and then all of Coldplay just crouch back. It's a great shot. That's just amazing framing, and it's really the turning point of the video where things start to go south for this band of thieves. Talk has been my favorite Coldplay video for so long. I don't remember when I decided it was my favorite, but it's been my favorite video for a long, long time, and I cannot imagine anything ever topping it. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe we'll come back. I guess we've only got a few more years left of new Coldplay videos, potentially. So anyway, that's it. My number 1 is Talk. Yay! And that's my top 10. Right. Well, thank you for watching. And I would love to know, please let me know in the comments, what are your favorite Coldplay music videos? Do you have a top 10? Or at least what's your favorite video? Yeah, let me know. Let me know. All right. I'll see you next time. Peace out.